So, are you ready? Okay, here we are in the kitchen. We're going to first cook off the meat. Now, I was wrong about this, and apparently I thought ground pork. I thought it was ground beef. My bad. And ground chicken. So we're going to get this going. First thing we're going to do is turn this skillet on, or the elements on. And get a little bit of oil into the pan. I rinsed my hands there because I handled the packages. That's about 2 tablespoons. Sorry, 2 teaspoons of oil. Not very much. So I'm going to be adding a little bit more oil. I'll let that heat up. What shall I use? I think I'll use this. Yeah, it's a good one. I say a good one because, oops. You gonna heat up anytime soon? Come on. Okay, doing a few little cuts here because we had to adjust the camera and the angle and, you know, the fun crap like that. So, and then, it's not quite to temperature, but you know what? It's not the end of the world. Actually. Yeah, okay, good. Something I should have done before putting it in the pan is always smell your meat before you go to use it. Now, what does pork smell like? I smelled nothing. That's a good sign. If I was to smell, say, fish, I got a serious problem. Starting. Got the sizzle going. Come on. Ah, there we go. Another good smell of nothing. Precisely what I want. Bizarre thing that I noticed about ground chicken, don't ask me why, it comes out looking like a ground meat. It's more like a paste. Can you get that on camera? It's very weird. But it'll still work for these kinds of dishes. Okay. I need to wash my hands real quick here. Oops. Making a mess. And burning my hands. That's hot. Ow. You know, probably every video that I do that I wash my hands, I'm probably going to burn them. Water here is crazy. So you want to stir it around so it does not stick and burn. The oil helps a little in the beginning, and then as this cooks off, fat will come out of it and the fish for the rest of the way. Now, a spoon. See, this is what I mean by garlic. It's minced in oil. Still smells like garlic. Still tastes like garlic. It's yummy. That'll be about a tablespoon. I want a little more. So there are some people that say that you cannot mix meats, that it's dangerous to do so. Let's assume that you have 2 different meats. Let's take beef and pork. Okay? Now, assuming that both the meats that you have, both ground meats that you have, are perfectly safe in freshness, okay? Bacteria is normal level, it will be killed off by normal cooking. Now, I don't know the actual temperatures required. Have to look that up. So we're going to make up some numbers. Now, let's say beef has to be cooked to, ground beef has to be cooked to 135 degrees Fahrenheit to kill the bacteria, so it's safe. And let's say the ground pork needs to be cooked to 145 degrees Fahrenheit to be safe. Somehow I don't think that's right. Doesn't matter. If you mix both together and you cook it to that higher temperature that makes it safe for pork, you have also made it safe for beef, because you have exceeded the minimum temperature. You can mix it, just cook it at the higher temperature required for whatever the meat is that needs the higher temp. I bet you it's Celsius I'm thinking of. In grocery stores around here in Canada, or at least in southern Ontario, it'll have a listing saying, remember to cook your beef to whatever temperature in Celsius. And that's probably what I'm remembering, and I'm trying to make it more accessible for US viewers. The best way is, don't listen to the actual numbers I say, look it up yourself. Internet, it's a great thing. Okay, let me get a close up here.
It's always been close up.
Okay, all this here, it's fat coming off between the meats. Some water, but fat. Now, I only added 2 teaspoons. Got more than 2 teaspoons now. Damn. Hate it when they make a mess. Okay, now I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning. I'm going to be adding some sesame seed oil, if I can get the bottom open. There we go. I'll be adding, this stuff is strong. You do not need a lot. Now, I'm not just seasoning the meat here. I'm also seasoning the vegetables that we haven't cooked. It's going to be mixed in with the meat. So I'm going to season that's about 1.5 teaspoons, and that'll be plenty for flavor. Soy sauce. There are soy sauces out there that actually have wheat as part of the brewing process. Yeah, I knew. So if you are gluten-free, celiac, whatever, you have soy sauce, pause this video right now, go check your soy sauce. It's got wheat in it, throw it in the garbage. Find one without wheat. We found one. It is actually a comparable price to everything else, and it has some of the best flavor we have ever come across. Insanely strong. I'm adding about 2 tablespoons, which pretty much finishes off the bottom. Go figure. Okay, I'm going to let this cook for just a few more minutes here. You're going? Alright, so anyways, I have been told, I'm a cameraman, that I block the image, so you cannot see. Alright, there.
And you successfully didn't.
Alright. Hey. Here, see? I blocked the image. You cannot see it. Anyways. Alright. Okay, so the meat is done cooking here. We just paused it for a moment while we brought the vegetables over to the counter. Now, what I'm going to be doing is actually just turning it off for safety. Now, I'm going to be leaving all the liquid that's in here using the slotted spoon. Now, you may be asking, well, what about the ginger? Where's the ginger? Yeah, that's kind of how the name of this channel came about. Ginger went missing. I'm going to tell you the story someday. Anyways. Okay, so we're going to add the ginger for the vegetables. Then at the last few minutes of the cooking of the vegetables, I'm going to add the meat back into it, mix it all together, let it incorporate some flavors. Last few minutes there, then pull it out. You have to worry about getting all the meat? No, who cares? It's not the end of the world. Oh, I should add, yes, we're cooking meat. You can make these vegetarian. All you gotta do is omit the meat step here.